Okay. All right. All right, you guys, let me get started here. Um, Let me try to find my page so that I can speak with you guys while I'm on live. I'm gonna try doing that. I don't go live a lot, so I'm really trying to learn how to really trying to learn how to master this so that when when I come on, I'm ready. Okay, maybe I'll pop up. All right, you guys. So as promised, I'm going to talk about what I have learned as a YouTuber. I want to talk about what I have learned and try to give you guys some tips on what I have learned, okay? So by starting off, I first want to say, listen, I am not I'm not going to say what I'm going to share is the be all of the be all. I'm not going to say that, I know it all. I'm not going to say any of that because that would not be true statements. But what I am going to say is that I have learned. I have learned several things, I am a YouTuber and I've come a long way. So, I'm the type of person that when I do something or when I learn something, I love to share with other people, So I have a giving spirit in that aspect, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to share with you some of the points and stuff that I have learned. First, I want to say this. When I first started, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is going on my second year. I got to go back and check my exact date, but I believe that this is my second year, or this will be my second year. It's my second year, or will be my second year. Okay, so I want to start off with saying that, right? I also want to say is I recently reached 5,000 subscribers. Okay, so I'm very happy about that. All right. Um, and I'm just happy because now I'm able to use all the tools and stuff that YouTube, allow you to use, like they have the super, what is it? The super thanks and what else? You can make revenue on your videos. So let's yay for that. So I'm just happy about being able to finally use, these tools that they have made available. All right, so now the first thing that my first advice I'm going to give to someone who is a small YouTuber such as myself, you're just starting out. The first thing I'm going to say to you is to make sure you know what your plan is for the channel. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to keep it real flat footed and 100. Okay. This is not going to be no pretty up answer or anything like this. This is going to be something, this is real life answers that I'm really going to give. This is no pointers that look cute or anything. These is real life. Okay. Know what your platform is going to be about. Identify and know what it's going to be about, okay? Because if you don't know really what your channel is going to be about, you're just gonna be out there, you understand, just doing whatever. And you're gonna be trying to, to please everybody. And if and it'll be like, this person will say, oh, do this, do that, do this, and you'll just be all over the place and you will lose your authentic self. So know who you are authentically, know and identify what your channel is about, and just be yourself, because this world is made up of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And trust and believe me, you guys, you may be small, but there's an audience out there who is looking for you. Who's looking for you? Who's looking for who you are as a person, what you're sharing, what you're saying. You understand? They are out there. It's just that you have to, you understand, identify you have to identify those people, or they have to connect with you and find you. You guys understand what I'm saying? So you got to be authentically you. Don't ever believe, you guys, that you have to do what somebody else is doing. You have to be, have their personalities or their little quirks or whatever the case may be. Don't ever believe that you have to do that. You have to just be yourself, because when you are yourself, you're comfortable. You're not putting on no airs. You don't have to come up with the next gimmick. You don't have to search nobody's page and try to find out what made them, you understand, rise to the top. Nope, you don't have to do none of that. When you are authentically yourself, trust and believe. Just trust and believe, you will reach your goals. You will definitely reach your goals, because there's someone out there who is interested in you as the person. Who's interested in you as that person. So number one is identify what your channel is going to what is it going to be? What is it going to look like? And to make sure that you are authentically you, that you are authentically you. So that would be my number one advice. That would be my number one advice, okay? So I'm going to give you an example. I'll use me. And I can only use me because I know me, right? So I'm going to use me as an example, okay? So there's a lot. I have different sides about me, okay? But the sides that I have about myself are they are me. Like they make up me as a person. So I realized with my channel, I could not zone on one side of myself, because every side of myself will come out in my videos, all right? So let me give you an example. There's the side of me that loves to cook. There's the side of me, the major side of me, which loves fashion. There's the major side of me that love products. You understand what I'm saying? And then there's a side of me to where I'm funny. I'm funny, and these are all, like, that's just me. And in every video, oh yeah, and I forgot, and there's also the side of me that is an encourager. There's a spiritual side of me, you understand? Because I'm in ministry, I love the word. So all of those things just make up who I am. And in every one of my videos, you are going to get a piece of that. I'm going to make you laugh. I'm going to show you a good meal. You understand? I'm going to definitely show you a nice outfit. I'm going to show you some good products. I'm going to do a haul, because all that is me. So I realized that I was a lifestyle channel. A lifestyle channel, you understand? Which means if you're looking for lifestyle, then you're gonna like my channel, because you're gonna get a little bit of everything. You're gonna get me going out in my community. You're gonna get me giving you an encouraging word. You're gonna get me making you laugh. You understand? So it was lifestyle. As a matter of fact, in my little spiel that I say when I come on, I said, baby, I just life over here. And if that's something that you like, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, so me, lifestyle. So you got to say to yourself, well, what am I? What do I consider myself? You understand? Am I good with food? So maybe I'm gonna do a cooking channel. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I love fashion. I'm totally fashion. Every time I do my videos, you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. If you get what I'm saying, go ahead, say something. All right, you guys, I actually got my laptop here, and I was trying to find me on the laptop so that I could answer you guys back, but that's not working. Okay, so I can't really answer you guys back. And if you watch me, y'all know I can barely see. I can barely see. But anyway, just know that I appreciate everyone who is listening to me now, and I will go back and answer you guys, okay? All right, so now, after you identified who you are and what your channel is, You now are going to be acting in your authentic self. So that means now when you're ready to make these videos, you understand, you may have to sit down and plan what I'm going to be doing on this video. Maybe you might have to do that. But guess what? It will become easy for you because you are going to be your authentic self. You're going to be your authentic self. And like I told you earlier, there are people out there who will want to see you understand, because they like you, they like your characteristics, they like, the way you put stuff together, the way you talk, the way you cook, whatever it is, they're going to come back, they're going to come back to you, they're going to see you, they're going to watch you because they can identify with you. They can identify with you, okay? Now, all right, so now that you figured out what type of channel it's going to be, once you figured that part out, okay, you got to make sure you invest in you. Invest in you. Invest in your channel, okay? This channel that you've created, it's about you. It's a representation of you. And like everything else in life, if it's something that you want to do, you have to invest in it. You can't expect to have a channel and you don't invest in it and you feel like, okay, I'm just going to cut this camera on and I'm just going to start talking and that's it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm going to tell you right now, if that's how you think it works, it definitely don't work like that. Absolutely not. You have to invest in your channel. Okay, so let me give you some more examples. Now, when I first started off, okay, when I say invest in channel, you got to make sure it's aesthetic. It's aesthetically pleasing because we as people, our attention span is the size of a flea. You understand? It's mad. Our attention span is very short. So with you knowing that, you got to make sure that your channel, you understand, you and your authentic channel, you have to make sure that it is aesthetically pleasing and that it is something that is going to keep the masses' attention. You understand? Okay, so what does it mean? Now, when I first started it off, I used to hold my camera like this. You understand? Like the way we would do a TikTok, you understand, or the way that we would do a short, okay, and the way that I'm doing this live. So I used to hold it like that, not knowing any better. You understand? And that, remember when I used to do it like that, even though I was still my very interesting self, it just wasn't aesthetically pleasing. And it made the view very narrow. And then it would cut off, you understand, like if I was doing a product or if I was doing something, it would cut off everything and it just wasn't aesthetics. And that wouldn't, people they didn't want to see that because I wasn't giving them, you understand, I wasn't giving them full view. I just you understand. So I realized, that, I believe it was a subscriber of mine who was like, maybe you should. And she was just trying to say it so kind, you understand, so it wouldn't offend me or anything like that. And I was so glad to get that feedback because, when you first start, you'll be glad to get any feedback. When I got the first feedback that was like, watching, or I don't even remember what it was. I was just like so happy. I said, I was like typing like, yes, thank you. You understand? So it was like I definitely was not going to be insulted. So when she gave me that feedback, I was like, thank you very much. And then I acted on that. And then I learned to turn my camera, sideways. Okay. Not only that, you have to invest in your channel educationally, meaning start researching, you understand, okay, editing, how to edit my videos, how to have smooth transitions, with my videos, how to text in my videos, how to add, gifts in my videos, or whatever the case may be, whatever you want your videos to look like and you don't know how to do it, you got to invest in yourself. Investing in your channel is investing in you. It's investing in where you're trying to go. You understand, right? Because no one will look at a video if it's not edited. You understand? Unless they're your true ride or die. You understand? But that's really trying to hang in with you or whatever the case may be. But remember, this is about increasing. I dare somebody to type increase. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Increase. This is about increasing. So you got to invest in yourself. So if you don't know how to edit, what do? YouTube. Come on, somebody. YouTube is great. Type in how to edit video. And I guarantee you, you will get thousands and thousands of videos that will show you how to do what? How to edit. You understand? And sometimes you got to make yourself sit still. You got to make yourself sit still, and you got to make yourself, invest in yourself. That means finding, how to edit. And then you get yourself an editing tool. And let me tell you something, guys. When I first started off, I got like the free editing, and which is fine. That's fine. Whatever. If you want free editing, if you don't want free editing, whatever. I started off with that. But then I realized for me, this is just for me giving my little tips, okay? And like I said, this ain't the be all of the be all, because I know I can learn from any, and I learn from everybody. I don't care if you got 2 subscribers. I'm watching. You understand what I'm saying? Because I can learn something from you. You get what I'm saying? But now I'm just sharing with you what works for me. Okay. So I started off with the free editing tools, right? But then I realized for myself, I was like, they're cool, but I want a little bit more. I want to be able to do a little bit more, with my editing. So then I went ahead, I use InShots. And I paid the fee that they got for the InShots. And then I sat there and taught myself how to work InShots. But there's so much more that I can do with InShots. So little by little, I'm trying to teach myself on InShots so that I can bring, my videos to another level. And that's one of my goals, is to make my videos come to another level. You understand? And also what I learned too is like having the right tools. Like that also is a big thing, having like the different stands for the phone, like tall stands, medium stands, table stands. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm trying to figure out stands that I need when I'm going out, to the stores, and I want to take you guys along with me. Like what kind of stands can I take with me so that when I'm out and I'm walking, you can catch that view. You guys understand what I'm saying? Because why? I want to invest in my videos, the quality of my videos, and so that I can give my subscribers the best video that's possible, because I believe they deserve the best videos. So what is my number 2? Investing in your videos and making sure that they are aesthetically pleasing. It's very important, right? You cannot be like, I don't care, I'm just going to sit in front of the camera and I'm just going to video and then that's it because that's what I can do. No. That's not going to get it. That's not going to get it. You understand? You are a representation of your videos and what you put out there. That is your brand. You're branding yourself. You are branding, you understand, what you're putting out there, and you want to represent the best of you. And so that means, what are you going to do now? You're going to make sure that you do what? That you up your editing. No matter how good you are at editing, you can always get better. And that's what I've learned. This is what I've learned at watching some of the YouTubers who are like huge. I realized they don't stop. They keep on making their videos better and, as the best to their ability, right? And education, always educating yourself. And even as, like I said, this year, what I want to do is, so I go to Google, I research topics that that will help me have a better channel. But this year, I actually want to join a master class. You know, they be having these master classes and stuff, and you know, large YouTubers be having master class and stuff, and they show you different things. So I said this year I want to do one of those, right? Because I am envisioning, and this is tip number 3, I am envisioning where I want to be, not where I am at. I am envisioning where I want to be. So I have an idea of where I want my channel to be. You understand what I'm saying? And that, for me, you know what that means? I'm not going to sit there and wait until I get to that level and be like, you know, because sometimes, you know, you got good sitting here, you got bad sitting here. And sometimes bad will speak to you and be like, but my girl, you got 2 subscribers. Ain't nobody, you know, what are you doing? You know, no, I'm not going to listen to that. You understand? Guess what? I want to be the best that I can be no matter what level I'm at. You guys get what I'm saying? So I want to use everything possible, every tool possible to make my videos be the best where they can be, so that I can give the best to my audience or to my subscribers, you know? So I don't care, you know, if I got 2 subscribers, if I want to get, and you know, I want to get a stand where I can do the most, then I'm going to get a stand where I can do the most, even at 2 subscribers. You guys feel what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? So get your tools. Get the tools. Educate yourself. Identify what your channel is going to be about, and be your authentic self. Be your authentic self. Okay? What else did I say right here? All right. Another thing. Make sure that you are productive. Make sure that you are productive. What do I mean by that? Be active. Be active with your channel. That means to make sure that you have a schedule, or that you're posting, like whatever works for you. Okay? Now I'm gonna tell you guys, with me now. This year, I am going to identify what my scheduled days are. Because right now, I really don't have scheduled days. And the reason why I don't have scheduled days is because I do a lot of, I work full time. I work full time. You understand? I have a business, I just begin a new business. So you guys, your life is like a pie. You know, and when a pizza pie, and you know that there's many slices in that pie, right? So right now my life has many slices, and I have to make sure that I put time to each one of those. You understand? Because I want to be successful in everything that I have put my hand towards, right? So basically, I do a video at the spare of the moment. That's how it's working right now. It's like, if the spirit move me, child, I'm going to do me a video. So I don't have a specific day. There's times where I may post a video every single day. Then there's times it may be maybe 3 times out of the week. You know, that's how I'm moving right now, because it's like, it's kind of difficult for me. You understand, to say, you guys look for me Mondays and Wednesdays, because I know it just may not happen like that, because I have so much going on in my life, so many other ventures that I'm doing, you know. But there's one thing for sure. Wait a minute, guys, let me see this. Okay, there's one thing for sure and 2 things for certain. I will not be inactive, absolutely not. The only time I will be inactive, I have to be sick. That's the only thing. I have to be sick, because guess what, you guys? I am not a quitter. I'm not going to give up. And there are times, let me speak into your life right now. There are times when you will feel like giving up. There are times when you are not going to get the response, you understand, that you think you should get. And the time that you're putting in, you may not see at the time that response. You understand? You may not be getting what you really want to get, but I'm here to let you guys do not give up. And as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself as well. Anything worthwhile, anything that you want, it's going to come with you, working at it, and don't give up. It's like what you're doing now, you are plowing the ground. You are plowing the ground, and you are planting your seeds, and you're waiting, you're waiting for a return, and the return will come. The return shall and it must come. But you got to stay in there. You got to hang in there, because when you are trying to build, you got to understand that the rain will come, the storm will come, the inactivity will come, all of that stuff will be happening. But you got to keep on plowing the ground until the ground bring forth seed. And that right there is a true statement. If you continue to work hard, if you continue to be authentic, if you continue to be in the best that you can be, and doing the best and being active and giving the best and using all the tools that you have, you're going to get exactly what you sow. If you half step, you're going to get half step. You understand what I'm saying? But if you just keep on continue, trust me and believe, you're going to reach there. Don't throw in the towel, and do not give up. You understand? Rome was not built in a day. It wasn't. It was not built in the day. But you got to hang in there. You can't, look, no retreat, no surrender. Absolutely not. You got to continue to fight until you see the results, and the results will definitely come. You understand? So what am I saying here? I don't care if you have 2 subscribers, 100 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers. You got to keep on pushing. You have to keep on pushing, and one day it will take off, right? But here's the thing. If you don't have a good foundation when you started off, what's going to happen when those gates fly open and you start getting all these subscribers, and people want to see you and they want to see what you have to say? If your foundation is not good, you're not going to be able to handle that type of pressure. Why? Because your foundation. And what is your foundation? Your foundation is knowing, come on, let's say it together. If you've been listening, knowing who you are, knowing what your channel is about, educating yourself, being your authentic self. You understand? Not educating yourself, educating, bringing value to your channel, bringing value to your skills, always working on your skills to make your channel better, right? Do not get into a cocoon. And you guys know what cocoon represent. Don't get into a cocoon where you're like, oh my God, I'm comfortable. I can do this with my eyes closed. I'm just going to cut on the camera. I'm going to say a little bit. You understand? And then that's it. Absolutely not. Don't get a cocoon. You got to always be, manifesting, always working hard, always on the field. You understand? Always on that field, and you're working and you're tending your ground. You never want to lose that part of you. You never want to lose that, because you want to go up, 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 up. You want to keep growing. You want to keep being successful. You want to keep pouring into your channel, you understand, so that the skies will be the limit. So that the skies will be the limit. And listen, don't allow negativity, negative talk, negative conversation. And sometimes we ourselves are our biggest negative person, because when we don't see what we want, when we don't see it, we start to feel discouraged, you understand? And then maybe we don't come back to our channel, we don't film, we don't do anything, and that's the wrong move. That is absolutely the wrong move. You got to stick with your channel. I remember, you guys, when I first started my channel, my God, sometimes, you know what? You guys got to go and look at some of my early videos. Yeah, go ahead and look at it. And if you're watching me and not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You will not be disappointed. But when I look back, okay, let me get back on track. Anyway, so when I look back at my earlier videos, child, I remember when I was trying to get my first 100. Yo, every day I would be like, please, I'm trying to reach 100, please, please. And I would, and eventually it happened. And it didn't happen overnight. But it did happen. Now, if I would have listened to myself, I just would have quit and been like, yo, I can't even get 100 subscribers. I'm going to quit. I could have been like that, but I didn't do it because I knew within myself, I knew that I had something to offer. I knew that you understand that it was going to get better, but I just had to do what? I just had to stick with it and believe in myself. If you don't believe in yourself, no one will believe in you. If you believe in yourself, people will see that. People will see that confidence and they will also believe with you. And another pointer, make sure you have a crew. Make sure that you make friends and that you have a crew because each one teach one, each one help one. And that's who I'm telling you, if you get a few sisters or a few brothers, subscribers, and you guys become a team, that will help you because you will lift each other up. You will lift each other up. You will teach each other how to do things. You will show each other how to do stuff, and you will share information, and they will be your biggest supporters. When you feel like you want to quit, they will lift you up. And you know what? I want to give a shout out to my crew. These women really honestly helped me a lot. And they helped me a lot by just being there. They helped me a lot by just encouraging me. And I'm talking about some authentic. You got to find yourself some authentic crew, an authentic crew, other YouTubers. Because let me tell you, when I first started, they listened to me, honey, there was all type of people. And not everybody is not for your best interest. And not everybody is there to see you grow. There's people to get what they can get. I'm so serious. There's some people who are very selfish and they're only into themselves. You understand? And they'll be like, yes, I'm going to support you. And child, please, just sit up there and watch 3 seconds of your video and keep it moving. And be like, I'm there to support you. And meanwhile, you killing out yourself and you're watching all of their videos and you're commenting and everything. And guess what, honey? They is not support. That's some people, not everybody. So you got to get yourself, because there's the good, the bad, the indifferent in everything that we do. So you got to get people, follow your heart. Follow your heart. You know when somebody is authentic. It'll come. And you get that crew, you become a crew, and they help you. So, my crew is Nicole the Pisces Queen. That was the first, she was one of the first people that really reached out to me. To be honest with you, I don't even remember I don't even know how we connected. I don't know. But what I do know is when we connected, she really was like so supportive. Like watching my videos, truly watching my videos and giving me little pointers and little tips, and just was very encouraging. And then she introduced me to, one of her best friend, which was Danny Monique. Such a sweet person. And then in return, then it was Money Making Monique. And those are the three. And they just very supportive. And we're very supportive of each other. So shout out to them. You understand? Because there's times when, I was like, oh God, this is just, it's just not working. And boom, God sent those. Yep, I give all glory to God. Sent those, and then they just supported. No, come on. No, we can do this. Or I read this. Or I looked at this video. Miss Twila, that's what they call me. Did you see this video? Or this is how you can do this. This is how you can do that. And then let me tell you, there's power. There's strength and power in unity. So get a crew, you understand, and then you just help each other. You help each other along the way. Another thing, be a true subscriber to people. Be true. Be authentic. Don't be phony. Because when you're true to yourself, and you're true to others, that thing will come back to you. That will come, that y'all younger people, y'all want to call it energy, or you other, that will come back to you. And I'm telling you, it really will. Don't sit there and sit, and it's not good. It's not good to tell untruth and tell story, and not to, and it's not good to say you're supporting when you're not supporting. Because that same, like I told you, that same energy will come back to you. Sometimes, you understand, you gotta be true. You gotta be true. You understand? Support people. Sometimes you support people, they don't even support you. That's all right. Because that energy that you're giving, that truthfulness that you're giving off, and that good, being that good support, it's going to come back to you. Watch people because you like to watch them. And you understand? Listen, there's enough food for all of us. What do I mean by that? All of us can eat, bro. What I'm trying to say is there's enough people out there where all of us can eat. You can't have a bad mind. You can't be like, well, they don't support me, they ain't support me. And you can't be like, watch little 2 seconds and then turn off and think you're doing something. No, the same hand you deal is the same hand you're going to get. And let me tell you something. We all know when people ain't supporting us. Listen, stop. It ain't good to tell the untruth to people because people know the truth. You ain't fooling nobody but yourself. When you act like that, you don't fool nobody but yourself. You don't. So you got to make sure that you be true. Be true to the game. Because when you true, that truth is going to come back to you. Blessings is going to come back to you. You understand? It will. It will. So the same thing you want to happen to you, you make sure that you're doing it to other people because you don't want to be selfish. Don't have a selfish mind. When it comes to this YouTube business, you can't have a selfish mind. Don't have a selfish mind. Don't have selfish behaviors. You understand? What you want to be done to you, you make sure you do it to others. And that's a true word. I'm telling you right now, that's the honest truth. Find time to really support people. You see, my time is in the nighttime when I'm ready to lay down and I'm getting ready, to lay down and go to bed. Like I don't go to bed right away. You understand? But you know what I do? And this is true. I get my little phone or get my little thing right here. And first of all, I start with all the people who support me first. I start with them and I make sure that I'm watching. And you know what I do to make sure to let them know that I'm watching them? I make comments as I'm watching. So I know that may be annoying. You may get 20 comments from me, and that's word to anybody that I subscribe to. They can tell you. They'll tell you. They'll be like, "Yep, Miss Twila, she do be doing that." I will watch your video, and I'm watching the whole video. And just so to let you know that I'm watching the whole video, I am making comments, and not because I'm forced to do it. It's because I'm really watching your video. I'm really watching your video. Because I want to watch your video. You guys get what I'm saying? So and I take time out. That's my time that I scope out to support others. So I first start off with people who support me. And then I just go and start just surfing and looking at other videos. And just looking, and you know why? Because I want to see their videos and I'm learning and I'm educating myself. You understand? I'm investing in me, in my brand when I do that. You understand? And I'm doing what? Because when you give, it's going to come back full circle to you. So find time to support others, because when you support others, you open up the door for others to also support you. So what am I saying here? Don't be selfish. It's not cute. Don't be selfish. That's not a good look. That is not a good look for you. And don't walk in untruth, because untruth can't, listen, the light and dark, honey, it can't mix. You can't expect light which represents, moving up, channel growing. You reaching your goals. That's what light represent. Honey, it can't work if you're not giving light. If you give light, light will come back to you. It's not going to work if you're selfish, if your hand is like this, if it's tight, and you can't bless other people with your presence. Mm-mm, absolutely not. All right, so I'm almost gonna come to an end. How long have I been on? Let's see. I started like at 12. What time is it? About 12:38. I'm getting ready to stop because one thing I do learn is that people's attention spans are very short. And nobody don't feel like hearing somebody talk all the time. So I'm getting ready to close this, but just to recap, okay, of what I said, all right? Be your authentic self. Identify what your channel is about and stick with what you said your channel is going to be about, okay? Be your authentic self. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. Start looking at Googling what you need to learn about, maybe how to edit, educate yourself, making sure you have the tools, you understand, that are going to promote your video and to make your video better. Also, get yourself the right tools to work with. You understand? Get your ring lights, get your stands, your table stands, get your stands that can move, get your stands that can follow you while you're in the store, whatever it looks like for you. Start researching the tools that you need, you understand, for your channel. Make sure that you have all the tools that you need. And remember, sometimes you gotta, building yourself, you got to sometimes come out of your pocket, and you know what, so when you get monetized, sometimes maybe somebody will bless you. Let's start blessing each other. We got these super chats and all of that stuff like that. Sometimes bless people, so that they can help, build their channel, support them because you like to see their channel, right? So if everybody get together and use these super chats and stuff like that, we can bless one another. There's people who do hauls, and maybe if you want to see a great haul, bless that person. Give them a super chat, a super thanks. Bless them and help them to go get an outfit or something to show you. I believe in doing. I'm not telling you something I don't do. People that I'm subscribed to and support, they can tell you, they can say, yep, Sister Cole, she do a little super chat here and then. I ain't gonna tell you why, I do it every day, but you know what? When it's led and when it's in my spirit and it lead me to do it, I will do a super chat, honey. Yes, I will. Or super thanks. You understand? So let's do that with one another. You can help that person build their channel. If it's hauls they do, you help them do that. If it's cooking, maybe it'll help them. You say, listen, guess what? Can you make this lasagna? You girl, please show me how to make the lasagna. You send that little person a 10, a 5, a 1, a 2, whatever it is that God lays on your heart. You do that. You understand? That's invested in one another. And you invest in yourself. You got to spend, if you got to buy the tool, you have to go ahead because you are invested in your brand. And what's your brand? You are your brand, honey. You are your brand. If you see other people out there and they have huge channels, guess what? You can do it too. You can have a huge channel too. I can have a huge channel myself. Come on, let's say it together. We can have a huge channel. Yes, ma'am. Yes, we can. Because you know what? It just takes work. Make sure you do what? Work. Yep, you got to make sure you work. You got to make sure you work, invest in yourself, invest in your brand. And you start speaking it into existence. You start speaking. I have a large YouTube channel. Yeah. Invest in yourself. If it takes money to do it, invest in yourself. Okay? So be authentic. Know what your channel's about. Support others. And then watch that same energy come back to you. Be true in the game. You understand? Be true in the game. Watch other people's channel. You will watch your channel because people know when you're telling the truth and when you don't know the truth. You understand? Support those who support you and also those who don't support you, because guess what? You are learning in the process. You are invested in yourself. All right, so I've come to the end of my live. I hope that you guys got something out of it. If you did, go ahead and encourage your sister. Write a little comment down there so I can read it. You see what I'm saying? Write a little comment down so I can see it. All right, and if you are not subscribed to my channel, I sure hope you went on over there. You went on over there and that you subscribe to the channel. Yes, sis. Yes, bro. I hope that you went over there and you subscribe to the channel, okay? Okay? All right, you guys, don't forget that you are blessed and highly favored. Mwah, mwah, mwah. All right, now, how do I end this live? This always be the problem with me. Okay. Oh my gosh, how do I end this?